Well, good evening, TikTok. Good evening to you, Jordan. A few things about this that I noticed that I wanted to point out. Number one, what a life you're living, huh? Living in a hotel that's paid for by the government. Come on, you and I both know you're on that program and you ain't paying a red cent to stay there. But you come on begging people for the money to continue to stay there. And it's all going right where them pupils are so dilated. That's where it's going. You're not fooling anyone. You've already been caught. You've already been seen driving your non-drivable car that you scammed people out of money for. And the hotel that you're in. And might I add, I just noticed when I sniffled, because I actually am coming down with a little bit of a cold, you have the sniffles a lot. I used to have the sniffles a lot. You know, when I was... You see, it gives that post-nasal drip, a constant nose drip. Better be careful, though, because your nose could collapse. Just saying. Anyway. Must be nice to be able to... What a life, gosh. To be able to sit on live, playing your flippin' video game, begging people for money for this supposed apartment, which... Haven't we heard that scam before? And you only need a whopping $479. All this time that you're playing this game and on live, you could be out working. If you don't have a job, you could be out door dashing in that car you drive. You could be out door dashing. You could be out doing Uber. You know, like last night, my son and I went to go grocery shopping. Jumped on the app. Guess what? I worked for an hour and a half with him. Want to know how much we made in an hour and a half? Just an hour and a half. Almost $56 in 1 hour and a half. That's damn good money for a little over an hour. And I was teaching my son that, you know, if you want things, you got to work for it. Because I paid him $2 an hour to work with me. And he got a little bit of each tip in cash that we got. Because I don't want my kids to be anything like you. I just wonder why, or what, I should say, goes through the people's minds that sit there and watch you and then hear you beg and think, now geez, I feel the need to help this poor innocent girl who's been on TikTok for well over a year or longer. Clearly has a rug problem, has been caught in several lies, and she can't even really take time off her video game to talk to her live, other than to point out the MVP, which, way to go, Sarah, and point out that Sarah is the MVP and the only one who's donated, which you and I both know you're full of it. You clearly have an able body, you could go work. But you choose to take the easy route because it's easy. And you're freaking lazy. I said what I said. I just get so sick and tired of seeing you scammers on here, you beggars on here, and the enablers on this app that clearly keep helping you, so the problem's never going to go away until they close their wallets and stop donating to you. Because if suddenly Money Street dried up, you would be forced to go get a job. Anyway, I'll go back to my normal boring life, but at least I'll have my dignity and self-respect.